welcome back to my channel. I'm going through the top 100 country artists of all time, compiled in 2017 by Rolling Stone magazine to better appreciate country music. Now, we just heard one from Townes Van Zandt, Waiting Around to Die, and while I was listening to that, I was trying to figure out what the guitar reminded me of. Now I think the song that I was thinking of was Jolene by Dolly Parton, and I think she released that in '73, I think. So it'd be interesting to see if that's what she was influenced by when she wrote that song. We're going to hear another one from Townes Van Zandt. This is Fare Well Miss Carousel.
Well, the drunken clown's still hanging round, but it's plain the laughter's all died down. The tears he tried so hard to hide are flowing. And a blind man with his knife in hand has convinced himself that he understands. I wish him well, Miss Carousel, but I got to be a-going. Won't you come and get me when you're sure that you don't need me then? I'll stand outside your window and proudly call your name. Well, the lady's been told that all the gold is worth so much it can't be sold. No time to weep, she'll need her sleep tomorrow. When she carries her face to the marketplace and bets it on the opening race, she can ring her bells, Miss Carousel, but her singing brings me sorrow. Won't you come and get me when you're sure that you don't need me then? I'll stand outside your window and I'll proudly call your name. Well, it's always done, every mother's son is shown that grown men never run, and so they fight with all the might inside them. But when their battle's been fought and they've all been taught that the trick is just not being caught, will you give them hell, Miss Carousel, when they're begging you to hide them? Won't you come and get me when you're sure you don't need me then? I'll stand outside your window and proudly call your name. When the need arose, your eyes fell closed, you clamped your fingers around your nose. Would you say that's any way to judge him? Well, you haven't got the authority to kill him in the first degree, but would you feel compelled, Miss Carousel, if you had something to begrudge him? Beach far beneath the reach of those that come to pry and preach, the natural man that tried to stand is fallen. Well, how long will it be before he sees you own his legs but his mind is free? Only you can tell, Miss Carousel, how long will he be crawling? Won't you come and get me when you're sure that you don't need me then? I'll stand outside your window and proudly call your name. Oh, the castle wall has grown so tall, seems there ain't no hope at all to reach the top, even though you stop for breathing. But I ain't gonna try to make you cry. The teardrops couldn't find your eyes. It's all been swell, Miss Carousel, but the time has come for leaving. Won't you come and get me when you're sure that you don't need me then? I'll stand outside your window and proudly call your name. Won't you come and get me when you're sure that you don't need me? Then I'll stand outside your window and proudly call your name. Won't you come and get me when you're sure that you don't need me? Then I'll stand outside your window and proudly call your name. Won't you come and get me when you're sure that you don't need me? Then I'll stand outside your window and proudly call your name.
Yeah, that's very different. It's his style is a little bit like Bob Dylan, but so it does definitely has a folk kind of sound. It's like folk and country. I don't want to say he's more folk than country, and yeah, his pacing I kind of liked. I liked about midway through. Then when there was higher energy in there, musically I just thought it just had more pep to it. It just stood out a little bit more, and I liked it. I liked the bass guitar or the bass, and I liked the drumming with it as well. Also, I could hear the stereo mix in this, and yeah, it's one of those songs though. You definitely I think you want to sit down with the lyrics because it's not like a typical catchy top 40 country song where it's a catchy chorus line and it's this kind of does, like I've mentioned before, some songs kind of read like poetry, and this is kind of like one of them. I'm wondering why he's referring to her as Miss Carousel. What the meaning is behind carousel? Something about maybe that. I'm thinking something circular. Maybe she's going around town with different guys, or I'm not really sure. I would like to know what that reference is. Why that's what he's referring to her as. But yeah, it's different anyway. And again, I like the energy that kind of picked up. And the harmonica was used the same way that it was in the last track, where it's just used sparingly. It's not to punch the energy. He doesn't use the harmonica for that. Yeah, I liked vocally how he just like I said about midway through, where that's when I really kind of got into the groove. But yeah, it was cool. So let me know what these songs mean to you when it was the first time you heard it, and what does it mean to you personally. And please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I upload the next video. Thanks again. Take care.